Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. AMC Stock cannot catch a break yet again today. Down almost 6%. There's some things we need to go over, including this article from the street that says here's why it may finally be time to get bullish on AMC stock. It's been a long time since we had a bullish article on AMC. We're also going to be going over all of the data that you need to know. See if some of this data is more updated. We've had a problem recently with the Stonko tracker data. Basically all of the Ortex data being inaccurate due to this conversion of APE and AMC. We're not getting the real numbers. A little bit better is the data today, but it's still not quite correct. So let's go ahead and get into all of this information, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. So first things first, let's start with this article, and then let's get into kind of what's going on with AMC stock here today. So here's why it may finally be time to get bullish on AMC stock. AMC's valuation has dropped sharply, even as the company expects to raise a pile of cash from the conversion of APE shares. AMC stock dropped due to share dilution from the APE conversion, although losses slowed after the company's reverse stock split went through. The company stands to benefit from improved liquidity, analyst upgrades, and the resolution of an important court case. AMC has retained strong retail investor interest, and shorts may be stymied by elevated lending fees and limited share availability. So, says the apes tumble, basically going over the conversion of apes and AMC. I think we already know kind of all of this information, or essentially what happened with this conversion of APE into AMC. If you guys are unfamiliar for whatever reason, APE was combined into AMC. AMC did a 1-for-10 reverse stock split and did have authorization from that same vote that allowed them to do this reverse split to raise the outstanding share count by about 25 million. So let's start with this part of the article. Better days ahead for AMC? Question mark. Now that the APE storm has settled, AMC has the cash it needs to improve its fundamentals. Despite the significant drop in its share price, AMC will raise a sizable cash position with its massive equity offering, which, according to the company's management, will be fundamental for the company in the long term. Today, the company finds itself in a delicate liquidity situation with a cash balance of $450 million and debt that exceeds $4.7 billion. A full $3.1 billion of that debt matures in 2026. I do also want to highlight the fact that AMC was slightly profitable by about $8 million on their last earnings, so we don't have to see dilution right away. That is not a guarantee. If we do see dilution sooner, the stock might actually bounce, because this whole time the stock has been falling and the markets have priced in a lot of bad news already. So it's one of those situations where maybe too much bad news has been priced into AMC stock right now. So I am going to be placing some option trades on AMC today. If you guys want to see all the trades that I make in real time, link down below in the description of this video. Obviously not financial advice. You could lose all of your money, as I can, but I think right now offers a really good risk to reward ratio for going, you know, long with some leverage here. Okay, so that's kind of what I plan on doing, long story short. But let's continue on. It says, in the trading session on August 28th, AMC will pay out to shareholders 1 share for every 7.5 shares owned at the close of the trading session on August 24th. This should result in around 59 million pre-conversion AMC shares. Once this occurs, AMC can issue about 550 million additional shares without shareholder approval, which should provide a significant cash infusion to bolster the company's teetering balance sheet. AMC upgraded by Wall Street. Wedbush now sees AMC shares in a better light. Analyst Alicia Reese upgraded her underperform rating on the company to neutral and set a post-split price target of $19 on AMC shares. We think AMC is well positioned against an improving industry backdrop. We expect 2023 North American box office to end up 20% over 2022, or 78% of the 2019 box office, with AMC at least maintaining its 22% market share, if not expanding, with its vast network of premium large format screens, wrote the Wedbush analyst. According to Wedbush, modern audiences are becoming more selective about their content. However, the firm noted a growing trend of viewers choosing premium screens and including in a broader range of high margin concessions. Their analysts anticipate that the European box office situation will also gradually improve, in part driven by AMC's efforts to enhance its regional theater network and incorporate premium screens. But the real turning point for AMC, Wedbush analysts believe, is the resolution of the company's court case, which eliminates much future uncertainty. Reese notes that AMC's equity issuance will afford the company an opportunity to repay some or even all of its debt balance, putting the company on much sturdier financial ground. So I want you guys to keep this in mind, that this price target increase from Wedbush is factoring in the dilution. So after AMC already dilutes capital, or dilute shareholders, raises capital, Wedbush still thinks the stock will be around $19 per share. That is pretty dang bullish. Now, let's go ahead and continue on. It says AMC remains a meme favorite. Today's trading atmosphere feels different than it did in 2021, but retail investors and traders still hold AMC shares as one of their favorites, and the unpredictability of retail AMC investors could be a boon for the company and its share price in the coming days. It says boon, but I think they mean boom for the company and its share price in the coming days. The number of shares available to lend has collapsed, and short sellers are now paying borrow fees close to an incredible 1,000%. With dilution and a large price drop locked in, there may now be far more upside than downside for AMC shares. And that's exactly what I have been saying basically this entire time so far, the last couple of days. It's been pretty dang clear. The situation looks a lot better now to go long than it did, before, or when AMC was, in the 20s or the 30s. Right now looks a lot better. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and update Ortex and see Ortex is still not even calculating the option activity that we are seeing. But what we have seen over the past 2 days or so is very bullish option trades that have been coming through on AMC. You're talking 65 to 80% positive order values, which is a lot higher than what you've seen pre-actual split of 1 to 4%. So it looks like people are starting to get a little bit more bullish on AMC, but AMC's share price itself cannot catch a break, and the stock continues to fall. Now, let's go over some of these raw numbers. These raw numbers are not correct, and let me show you exactly why. Estimated short interest of free float at 11.04%. Absolutely not true. The short interest is really in between 35 and 45%, in my personal opinion. The last we knew, the official short interest report was, check this out, 29.24%. This was for the settlement date of August 15th. This data came out August 24th. And you had 29.25% short interest. So considering the price action that we have seen since August 15th, let's go ahead and refresh everyone's memories just so we're all on the same page. August 15th was right here. In adjusted prices right now, that was AMC stock at about $32 per share. And the short interest was 29, almost 30%. You have fallen about, 60% since there? Give or take. Let's go ahead and pull it up and figure out exactly it. You have fallen 62%, 62.5% since August 15th, when the short interest was 29%. So shorts have not covered by any means. They have continued to short the stock. That's why I think 35 to 45% is where the short interest is going to be. It could even be higher than that. It would not surprise me if we come in with a 60 or 70% short interest of free float. And I think that's when a lot of people will probably start to get bullish pretty dang quickly. Now, let's take a look at some of the cost to borrow fees, and this is something else that is not accurate as well. It says 55.82% for the cost to borrow max. On Friday, the cost to borrow max was 956%. On Friday, Interactive Brokers had 940% for the cost to borrow fees. So cost to borrow fees are still just messed up across the board. Here on Ortex, it looks like those cost to borrow fees, like the street says, closer to about 1,000%, 750% to 1,000%. It doesn't even matter. Those fees are so high at that point, considering the average days out on loan at about 132. These hedge funds and institutions are paying 2 to 3% every single day for their positions. So even considering we've seen a 60% drop since August 15th, a lot of these hedge funds and institutions are still underwater. So if you do start to get a move that is to the upside, that could obviously become a problem for the hedge funds and institutions very, very quickly, guys. So there you have that. Not really getting too much as far as news today. It looks like the main headline over here on CNBC is OpenAI launches ChatGPT Enterprise, the company's biggest announcement since ChatGPT's debut. So not really anything too crazy going on today. You didn't really have any data that came out today. You did get Dallas Fed Manufacturing. Dallas Fed Manufacturing came in better than expectations, actually, which is really a change from what we have seen recently. And this number came in at let's see, let's go ahead and refresh this. I believe negative 17, if my memory is correct, from this morning. Let's see, negative 17.2. You were expecting negative 21, so it came in a lot better than expectations, and this is definitely a positive. You don't want to see the economy going into a recession, so that's kind of why you have the markets up today. As far as AMC specifically, I think you're just seeing a lot of shorting activity. I think it's the same story still, just a lot of shorting activity. If we take a look at the option activity for this week, you do have calls in the money at 2,697, calls out the money at 45,000, puts in the money at 34,000, puts out the money at 10,600. So that option activity is pretty skewed bearish, as you would have expected, as the stock of AMC has just been falling basically every single day. And if we take a look at the FTD numbers for today, about 11.5 million. Tomorrow you're going to drop to 8.4 million, and then you're going to stay in this almost 7 million range for the next couple of trading days, and then we'll need to see more data for the next following week to see if more FTDs do start to actually pop up or not. I imagine we probably will. My personal opinion, I thought $12 per share would be where we would bottom at. It looks like we have not so far. You hit a low today of $11.26 per share. You're currently trading at $11.71 per share. So watch to see if we do get that rebound towards the end of the day today. And especially after today, you're going to have that settlement payout coming tomorrow, and the stock should be able to move a lot more freely, guys. So that is basically going to do it for this video. That's kind of everything you need to know. Tomorrow you are going to get the JOLTS job openings, and that data will be very important for the markets. If that comes in lower than expectations, boy, is it going to be a good day. If it comes in higher than expectations, yeah, you could be in for a little bit of a problem. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about AMC stock and where the stock is going from here down below in the comment section. Hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.